Like, here's a disclaimer, please don't come for us because we just talked about the Lifetime docu-series. Those are just allegations.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Long time no see. It's been quite a while.
But today we're up with another video where we have to put up a disclaimer.
That's true. We're talking about a pretty sensitive topic and sensitive content which revolves around
R.Kelly.
Yes.
Or the hashtag MuteR.Kelly movement that it was established in 2017, when I remember. I'm not quite sure. But we're going to talk about this in a minute.
The thing is, we both watched a documentary just a few weeks ago.
Surviving R.Kelly.
The documentary about the whole entire bullshit that R.Kelly, the hip-hop and R&B singer, pulled off on a lot of young girls. And we were really affected by the documentary. I mean, it had a really huge impact on me, and I don't know,
Really?
it really dragged me down, yes.
Now, I was actually quite happy that Lifetime decided to air such a documentary, because it's really time. As John Legend actually said in the documentary, like, he wondered how R.Kelly actually got away with it for such a long time.
A lot of people, like me too, like I'm glad the documentary was made. I'm really glad that it got out. It was so baffling that nothing was done about him on all the things that he did.
Exactly, and here's the disclaimer. Like, when you're very, very sensitive to sexual harassment, sexual abuse and assault, then maybe you shouldn't watch this particular video right now, or should educate on the subject of R.Kelly. I mean, we're going to talk about what R.Kelly actually did in the past couple of years or decades actually, and then we're gonna what he did in the past decades, but we don't want to talk particularly about sexual abuse because it's a very sensitive topic, and we really just want to talk about R.Kelly and the MuteR.Kelly movement, because this movement actually enrolled everything that's happening right now. Yeah,
we're not gonna dive deep into all the things that he did in particular with all the details, but rather the social impact. Even though we're not going to talk about these things, if you're really, really sensitive about these things, if they upset you, if they bother you, then don't worry, we have other videos coming in. You don't have to watch this one.
So here's a short introduction of the Lifetime docu-series Surviving R.Kelly. It's a 6-part Lifetime documentary detailing sexual abuse allegations against R.Kelly, which he has denied, all of them actually. It aired over the 3 nights in January, at the beginning of January. Musicians as Chance the Rapper, John Legend, Stephanie Sparkle Edwards, who's a very, very important protagonist actually in this documentary, and the whole R.Kelly sexual assault allegations history. And they appeared in the documentary, and also Andrea Kelly, R.Kelly's ex-girlfriend, and several women that had been in a relationship with R.Kelly, and women that they were in a sexual relationship with R.Kelly for a short period of time. And it was actually quite impactful. I mean, it was like 5 to 6 episodes. Like the 4 first episodes actually like showed his childhood. And his brothers, 2 of his brothers were interviewed, childhood friends were interviewed, who were also worked as former employees.
The documentary went quite chronologically.
Very chronologically.
It really started from his childhood and from the beginnings up until now, basically. And you got a really big and actually good overview of all the things that have happened over all the years, because sometimes you just lose track. I don't know how it is in America compared to like places like Germany. Like here, people don't know about it.
Our generation, we both like, we grew up in the 90s, we're born end of 80s or in the 90s. Like, we knew R.Kelly, we knew his greatest hits. We don't want to sing
generally,
yes, we generally know him. We know him as a R&B singer, as one of the most popular and most successful R&B singers, especially in the 1990s and 2000s.
Revolving his personal relations or stuff?
I did know, like,
really?
When
all the
sex
people
tape.
I know, and the sex tape, yes, but it always only got talked about as a sex tape, as if like 2 adults did something.
Exactly, because here in the media it never really came up.
No,
as,
it didn't.
as a scandalous sex tape that he has like actually sex with a minor.
No,
but
we
I
didn't talk
knew-
about it like that.
But I
no.
found out about it because I'm a huge Dave Chappelle fan, and I watched Dave Chappelle's show because it was aired on MTV, and I watched it because I really liked the content. And then he made a parody of Ignition with having a bowl like with a barrel with urine or piss. You know, he's singing to it. And that's why I found out. So I Googled about it, and then I found out that he actually had sex with a minor, and then I knew the content. And since then, I'm not a huge fan of R.Kelly. I actually loathe him. I think he's a very disgusting man because till this day, he doesn't really he denies everything. He got away with so much. Because in the documentary, they're also saying it, he got away with it because when those allegations came out, he actually pulled a new album or a new record, and then suddenly he was in the public focus. He was in public focus, and everybody loved his music. Everybody's like, oh my god, R.Kelly is the best singer in the world. We love him so much. I mean, he was singing at various occasions, for example, I guess maybe, I don't know, Super Bowl maybe or something.
Yeah, there was something just diverting attention away from all
his
the
career
mess.
and his music career, his music was more important than those allegations, than those for instance, this sex tape. And what I found wonderful in the documentary is that they actually show and interview people that were affected by this tape. For example, Sparkle, who is the aunt of the girl he had sex with and pissed on it, because she actually feels so guilty till this day because she introduced her niece to R.Kelly. And that's why. And actually she was talking about that R.Kelly destroyed her whole family, the relationship to her family, and also other girls talked about it. For instance, one woman, she talked, she was interviewed, who actually had sex with Sparkle's niece. But at the time she had sex with her, she didn't know she was 14. Not of the age of consent. She thought she was older, and she gave her consent, which is not true, and that's why she felt so horrible till this day. But she wanted to speak out, and this is her right to do.
I don't know how you felt about it. While I watched the documentary, I had to keep thinking about the segment we did on cults.
Yeah, and he does have a cult. He certainly do have a sex ring in his basement or in his house.
Yeah.
So many women talked about this.
Yeah,
when they went back to the house, they got evicted because he couldn't pay his house, or he didn't pay the rent. They lived in the house and they talked about their experiences, and I think it's important. And when people till this day don't really get that R.Kelly is a shit show, basically, who assaulted women. He's a criminal. He's a sex offender. He's a sex offender. He had sex with minors. For instance, Alia. I knew this. I knew that, but I knew it because I was a huge fan of her, you know?
I think I was a little
but
too young.
The thing is, I didn't know that she was just 15 years old. I thought she was 18, actually. But hey, age is just a number.
That's such a huge lie. Age is just a number. That's such a big lie.
She was singing about it. And actually, there's so many artists where you see the lyrics.
Yeah.
For instance, oh my god, I was really disappointed in her, Lady Gaga. When R.Kelly, Lady Gaga made the song, Do What You Want With My Body.
That weirded me out.
It weirded me out. I was so angry at her. I was like, how dare you, Gaga.
But that song was a banger.
I like the song too,
People
but actually,
like the song.
yeah, and this is it, because R.Kelly, he was out of sight for a while. He didn't publish any music, announced any music, and then suddenly he came up with a new record, and then with a collaboration, for instance, with Lady Gaga, and I thought, okay, cool, but then I reminded myself,
it's a bad dude. Remind yourself that he's bad, and we shouldn't like the song.
For instance, Andrea Kelly. I thought this was such an interesting insight of her life and the insight of R.Kelly as well. How she lived with him.
Was she the one who got married to him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
she was his ex-wife. She was his
Mm-hmm.
ex-wife. That, for example, that she had to ask him.
That's so crazy.
That she asked him, can I eat something?
Yeah,
they was beaten up, that she was physical and mentally abused by him. And I think she's such a strong woman, and I have so much respect for her, that she's coming through, that she's saying, listen, this was my life. And he actually never supported his children. he doesn't pay child support. This is an allegation, this is my opinion. I think that this man is broke as hell, because when you are rich and when you don't go to Facebook or Instagram live, you're doing live streams and saying like they're talking boo, they're talking boo boo. I think like that other artists, for example Chance the Rapper, who actually said like this was a mistake, like the song I did with him was a mistake, and that John Legend said this man like something has to happen to him.
Sure, of course.
He has to be stopped, because till this day he has still this sex code. Like I came across those sex code allegations, sex ring allegation, by a BuzzFeed article. Like that a mother of a daughter of a woman in R.Kelly's inner circle couldn't reach her anymore. They lost contact, and that she thought, or the parents thought that R.Kelly, that it was R.Kelly's fault. Actually, this girl who was dressed like Nika Dominic, like Nika, like dressed as a boy, like that he had like a tomboy for himself.
That was crazy. That was so crazy. You just like force someone to wear specific clothing,
dress, talk,
specifically.
Yeah, to dress, talk. It's like completely manipulation. Like he manipulated those women. And the therapists or psychologists that are like interviewed as well, as they said, like it's hard for women or even men, like women or men, it's actually there's no difference. So there's no difference. Like that they actually cannot leave the abuser, because an abuser often isolates a person from the family, from the friends.
And wearing them down, basically.
Exactly. Like, manipulate them, control them. And what I hope that those women, maybe someday, maybe in the next month, etc., wake up and realize what he's doing to them, and what he's done to them. I really hope this. I really, really hope and wish for the best. And I personally also think that people are now more aware of the MuteR.Kelly movement, of the organization, and that people really look into this organization. We put the link down below so you can have an insight, you can have a look, you can check the internet platform of our MuteR.Kelly. And I personally think it's important because he is a public figure but also a predator. He's like a sex offender and has such a wide range of fans that still support him, but I personally think like those fans should wake up and realize that they're actually like following or loving a sex offender, a public sex offender, which isn't right. Just inform yourself, even if you don't believe all these things, just watch a documentary, read a few articles, like do your own research and then see what your opinion is afterwards. Yeah, please go to lifetime.com, Surviving R.Kelly. It's on their webpage. Please watch the documentary, and please go to MuteR.Kelly.org to inform yourself about a public sex offender. I assure you the next video will be of a lighter mood, and we can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye. Bye.